Hello. Welcome to this introduction to the FA response required work step. CAISO currently processes about 75,000 plus pages of BWIS documents into 10 workflows and the archive each month. The FA response required work step is an addition to the existing BWIS workflow used to process all documentation in the back office in order to simplify FA interaction with the back office. The FA review work step allows the financial advisor to immediately respond to questions from the back office about documentation they have submitted for processing. And this is how it works. An issue is identified by the back office. An automatic email notification is sent to the FA. The FA accesses workflow, sees the document and all of the back office notes, and the FA responds within workflow and resolves the issue. Now this diagram shows the workflow steps for new account applications and agreements and joint account agreements processing in the workflow. The first work step is new accounts ops review. There are currently 3 possible actions that can be taken in the ops review work step. Good, code the document yes in the good doc field and send it to archive. Send to archive, no processing required, and reject, code the document no in the good document field and send to archive. The FA review work step is added to the ops review work step in this workflow as a 4th option the reviewer can choose. Now note that the FA review work step can be added to any ops or compliance review work step in any workflow. We will show how the reviewer creates notes for the FA and how the FA may respond, all within the workflow process. The existing workflow process is made up of these 3 parts. The back office reviewer, who identifies the issue with a document and notes the issue. Workflow notifies the FA. In part 2, the FA receives the email notification and logs into CAISO, responds to the reviewer notes, and workflow routes the response back to review. In part 3, the back office follows up. Back office completes the review and notes the issue and completes processing. In keeping with the diagram at the beginning of this presentation, the demo will show how to use the FA required response work step in the CD New Accounts workflow, bearing in mind that the FA required response work step will be part of all workflows requiring document review. Back office staff reviewing new account documentation sign into workflow and select the CD New Accounts NAA Ops Review work step from the list on the left. This list includes all documents in the CD New Accounts workflow that are waiting for Ops Review. The reviewer is now in the work step for CD New Accounts NAA Ops Review. The reviewer selects a document to review from the Work Steps Waiting in Queue column on the right. The reviewer takes ownership by double-clicking on the document on the right and moving it to the left column. The reviewer now reviews the document. Note that the choices on the left correspond to the diagram that you saw earlier. This particular document needs to be sent to the FA review. The reviewer opens the notes icon to send the FA a question about the document. Note that when the text note is added, that the date and timestamp and the username is also captured, and this becomes a permanent part of the record. The reviewer then clicks the Send to FA Review box, and the work step is transitioned to the FA. This triggers an automatic email to the FA informing them that they have a document that they need to review. When the FA signs into CAISO, they will see an item in Work Steps Waiting in Queue. Note that the FA may receive work steps for any document from any workflow using the FA response required work step. The FA simply responds to the specific query and the system will return his response to the proper back office reviewer. So the FA selects the CDFA FA review work step to open the work step window and to take ownership of the document needing review. First, the FA opens the text note to ascertain what response is needed. Note that the pencil will be green rather than red, indicating that a text note is attached to this document. In this case, the FA enters total net worth 500,000 and clicks add, and note that the username and timestamp become part of the permanent record. The last step is for the FA to click the appropriate box to transition the document back to the back office. In this case, the issue was resolved through the text box and the first box should be checked. The FA may also choose to cancel the document and send a replacement document or cancel the transaction. And by clicking a box, the FA transitions the document back to the back office reviewer. Now we move to the screen for a back office reviewer. The reviewer selects CD, New Accounts, NAA Ops Review, and opens the work step. The reviewer scrolls all the way to the right to see how the FA responded, and in this case we see text notes updated. It could also read document canceled or transaction canceled. The reviewer takes ownership of the document, opens the text notes, and the response resolves the issue. So the reviewer marks the document as good, which transitions the document out of workflow and into the archive. And this concludes our overview of the FA response required work step. I would also like to remind everyone that support is available at our CASO help desk at 888-388-3276 or our dedicated email line at bwisupport@caso.com.